Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last episode, we finished up some side quests on the way over here to Forsaken Fortress, and we got another heart container. And in today's episode, we are arriving back here at Forsaken Fortress, this time with a vengeance, because we have the necessary equipment to take on the dungeon itself, in a way. So now, without further ado, let's go on into the middle here. Come over here and get caught by the searchlight's not gonna matter. But it looks like an entity has appeared right before us. Kind of similar to Ganon. Now, this is Phantom Ganon. I want to make sure you guys know this. If you guys ever played Ocarina of Time and you fought against Ganondorf, same kind of concept. He shoots this gigantic ball of energy. You hit it, well, ow! Completely forgot about that. But practically, in the battle itself, we want to simply just use his electrical ball attack. Otherwise, he'll come over here and try to attack us. We use a parry attack to completely get away from him. And then whenever he does his electrical ball attack, we will hit it right back at him and play tennis with him. And this will thus stun him. We can come over and attack him. Takes about, I think, about 3 attacks to finish him off. But yeah, right off the bat, we get a mini boss at Forsaken Fortress. So let's go ahead and play some tennis. I think you could do it with the empty bottle. I think you might be able to do that with the empty bottle, because in the Ocarina of Time, you could do it with an empty bottle. I'm not too sure about here, though. But we defeated Phantom Ganon. Well, so we thought. He kind of just escapes. But once we, quote-unquote, defeat Phantom Ganon, we are rewarded with a treasure chest in the middle of Forsaken Fortress right here. Now, before it gets too much, the mini blends start to come in real quick, so let's go ahead and open up our treasure chest. We get the dungeon item here. This is the Skull Hammer. The mightiest of hammers can break and pound obstacles on the ground. Some enemies can get stunned by the shockwave it causes when you pound the ground with it. This, right off the bat, like not even 2 minutes into the episode, we already got the dungeon item. That's because of Forsaken Fortress, the second time you come here, you get the dungeon item right off the bat. This is the Skull Hammer. As you guys can see, it flattens people. It flattens these mini blends pretty bad. But what the Skull Hammer is used for is to flatten these posts right here. So that way we can not smash mini blends, but we can, if I can actually lock onto it, there we go. We can kind of make a pathway so we can go on upwards. Now, right off the bat, that they kind of spot us right off the bat. So, but it doesn't really matter because we have our sword. They won't gonna take us to jail. We're not going to go to jail. But there is one particular item that I missed on our first trip here. And I'm going the wrong way. And I want to go down to this door right here. I wanted to grab this, even though it's completely useless at this point. But I might as well gonna show it off right now in case you didn't get it. Right over here. There is a Boko Boblin here. Let's go ahead and kill him and get him out of the way. There's a treasure chest right here. And I didn't grab it because, well, it's not really that important, but let's go ahead and open it. Inside it is the compass to the dungeon. I didn't grab this whenever we first came in here, and I kind of feel like a goof for doing so, but it will show you where all the treasure chests are on this floor, and actually there is a treasure chest right there that I am indeed missing. We're going to go and grab it real quick before we go on too far. But yeah, you do visit the Forsaken Fortress 2 times during your time here. So, whenever you play this game, you will visit this 2 times. So, if you miss one, you have a second chance of getting it. So, that piece of heart that we got, our very first piece of heart that we got, you have a chance now of getting it. You can go back and grab it before you get too much into the dungeon itself. Okay, we want to be the first floor. Okay, we're heading over there. But practically what we're doing is we're going back the way we went to get to the very top. And I'm just going to completely just use my Deku Leaf to completely just to get past this part. Because actually, if you guys noticed, since our last time we were here, they took out the... They really did. They took out the searchlights. Or, like, not the little searchlights, but the ropes to swing across. They took it out. Well, since we have Deku Leaf, we could just simply just jump over that segment right here. Now over here, this is where we would get on our way up there, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to go ahead and go get that treasure chest real quick, because we're not going to... This is kind of like a really short trip back to Forsaken Fortress, and I kind of want to extend my time here. One thing I didn't really mention is if you attack the moblin and they're behind, they kind of like do this little dance. It's like, oh, you hit my butt. You hit my butt. Oh, how could you? But we're going to take a little small detour back to get that treasure chest. I don't think that treasure chest is really that important, but I'm going to go grab it anyways because I'm just a completionist. I kind of like doing stuff like 100% wise. That's why all my playthroughs are practically 100% runs, unless they're blind. Oh, hello. Go ahead and smack you. Go ahead and take you guys out. Okay, now, where are we at? We wanted to jump down here. Let's go ahead and jump down here. Hello, statue. Woo! Okay. I think we are in the room. Yeah, we are. Okay, so there is a treasure chest here. Right here. Let's go ahead and open it. It's probably nothing, though. Oh, it's a yellow rupee. That's right. It's nothing. Unless you're dire need of rupees and you really need it. But now, let's go back into the room that we just at. I jumped on that little post again. And I fell down. If you land on this, if you go on the little mat right here, the statue will activate and he'll shoot his laser at you. So you want to be careful of that whenever you do so. Okay, so now let's go ahead and climb all the way back up here. I know I'm taking a little small detour, and I'm really sorry about that, but that kind of bothered me that I didn't grab that. But yeah, you have 2 chances of grabbing stuff, so it's not really that big of a deal if you miss something, but you can always get it on your second trip back, even though really that wasn't really that necessary to grab it. Okay, so now the moblins respawn. We're going to get more skull necklaces from these guys. Go ahead and get more skull necklaces. Take them out. See, look, the moblins go down really easily now with the Master Sword here. There we go. See, look. Let's go ahead and grab these rupees here, because there's a lot of rupees. Speaking of yellow rupees, there's like 3 of them. Or 2 of them. And a blue. Okay. Enough dilly-dallying around. Let's go ahead and open this door here. And we're going to climb all the way back up to the very tip-toppity top where our sister is actually being held. We're going to ignore these mini-blends because they infinitely respawn, and unless they're like right in front of me, I'm not going to deal with them. I'm going to pull out my sword just in case. But we're just going to completely ignore that. Now, for this segment right here, let's go ahead and, ow, not touch that because that's spikes. Spikes hurt. Okay, so let's go ahead and sidle. It doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it does matter if the searchlights do hit you, because they will shoot bombs at you if you are, like, you know, in the light. That's a little bit different than the first trip here, because, well, if you got hit with the searchlight, well, you'd be caught and put in jail. Here, they're just like, nope, we're gonna blow you up like that. See, look. Really? You knocked me all the way down. How could you? Now I gotta backtrack all the way back. Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys at the top again. Alright, guys, we're back here. Well, now that I learned my lesson, I'm going to show you a little shortcut that you can do during this segment right here. Now, I'm going to sidle over this way, so that way, because the searchlight's not really, well, I spoke too soon. The searchlight did catch me. Oh no. Okay. Alright. From this point right here, we want to play our Wind Waker and change the wind direction right here, so that way we can use the Deku Leaf. That's like a really good, easy way to completely just skip this part without sidling. We want to do it this way. There we go. And then just simply use our Deku Leaf. So that way the bombs don't kill us while we're trying to sidle. But now, let's come over here, and you guys can see there's a bunch of mini blins over here. And there's a post right here, like a gigantic stake in the ground. We want to use our newly acquired skull hammer to smack it. So there we go. Let's go ahead and take care of that mini blin. And now we have access to the room where our sister is being captive again. So without further ado, we'll grab our hearts real quick. Let's go inside. Big brother! You're okay! I was worried. So let's go ahead and unlock the door and free these. Free our friends here. That cell won't open that easily. It's the pirates! There you go, acting before you think, as usual. I swear, do you even realize that we had to draw that monster bird off for you? It was about to come flying in here after you again. She noticed the sword. That sword? Where did you get that? Is it even possible? How could it be? Well, never mind about that. For now, we'll just take these girls. I'm sure their fathers back in town will pay a handsome reward for their return. So they go off and take the girls that were held captive. There's our sister. I'm so sorry to interrupt such a heartwarming reunion. But isn't there something you still need to take care of? If you're worried about your sister, don't be. I promise I'll deliver her safely back to your little island. Normally I'd expect a huge reward for something like this, but this time it's my treat. Listen, Ariel, your brother has some things to take care of. Big, important grown-up things. He'll be back soon, so you just wait nice and quiet until he returns, okay? But big brother... Miss Tetra! We have to hurry. That bird will be here any second. Gonzo, excellent. You're just in time. Take this one for me. Huh? But she's fine. Just do as you're told. Let me take our sister. Big brother! Link. We'll be back. I swear it. And there's the gigantic bird. The door closes. And it's locked. Ah, great. It's flooding. Ah, double great. It's the gigantic bird again. And yes, folks, we're taking him on. We're taking him on. For reals this time. This is the Helmaroc King. This fight is actually segmented into two parts. The first part, we are climbing because we're racing against the flood. And occasionally the Helmaroc King will attack the the pathway, and it will knock it down. We do not want to deal with these Boko Boblins. Just completely ignore them. I will say this right now. If you do fall, though, there are grapple points you can actually take. So be careful of that. Just simply ignore these Boko Boblins. That's all I can really stress out. Because they just waste your time, and, well, the Helmaroc King will knock them down and kill them. So don't even worry about that. Now, when you come up here, completely kill these jars here, the Helmaroc King will block your path here. He's like, hey, you're not going this way. Well, you know what? Screw your face. The Helmaroc King's weakness is, in fact, the Skull Hammer. So now we just had to pound its face in. But then again, it looks like we beat it, right? It fell in the water. It's dead. Now we're at the top of Forsaken Fortress. And it looks like the gigantic bird has come back with a vengeance now. For us smacking him in the face. Now, I will say this right now. This is another one of those boss fights that you actually need your camera, because this is your one and only shot at taking a picture of this. So we want to go ahead and take a picture of Mr. Helmaroc King. Like so. There we go. That's a good picture. Alright. Now, during this fight, the Helmaroc King will come swooping down and land on the ground. And then he'll try to attack. You simply just attack. Like, whenever you move out of the way whenever he attacks. When he attacks, he will get his beak stuck in the ground. That's your chance to hit him with the Skull Hammer. Like I said before, that is his weakness. So he'll come down here and try to attack you by pecking you on the ground. Get closer to you, and then you just simply move out of the way, and then hit him with the Skull Hammer. A couple more times, and it'll just finish him off. As you guys can see, pieces of his mask are flying off. Now, the Helmaroc King has more attacks than just this. He can do a swooping attack, which does a lot of damage. So be careful of that. Just come over here and smack him. Smack him good with the hammer. And then sometimes he'll come over here and just flap his wings to cause a gust, which will knock you into these, ow. That's what you get for being stupid. But, he will flap his wings and cause a blast of wind to simply blow you around to hit you into these spikes, because if you guys see, there's a bunch of spikes out in the middle of the arena. As soon as you hit him 3 times, his mask falls off and his true face is revealed. Just simply attack him with a couple sword swipes. Now the true battle begins. Now that we've completely erased his face from existence. Ooh! That was completely, like, luck-based there. Whoa! Ow, that wasn't, though. It's kind of hard to keep a lock on him because he does fly around the arena. So be careful of that. Now, Mr. Helmaroc King will come over here and try to hit you with the sword, and he did hit me with the beak. He doesn't have a sword, what I'm talking about. There you go. Helmaroc King is defeated. We defeated this gigantic monstro bird from the very beginning of the game. And all the searchlights of Forsaken Fortress shine on him. He blows up into smithereens. He drops the heart container. There you go. We defeated the gigantic bird that was giving us trouble since the beginning of the game. So let's go ahead and pick up the heart container. And there you go. Our heart gauge has increased by 1 heart. So now we're sitting at 11 hearts. We started our second row of hearts. Now, let's get on over here to where Ganon was. And confront the Master Shadow himself. The Shadow of the Forsaken Fortress is right here. Let's go ahead and confront him.